Matt Step-Dave Campbell's Texas football back here at the Texas High School Coaches Association and Convention in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. And we are here with the new head coach of the Robinson Rockets, Coach Mike Ludlow. Coach, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me in.
Congrats on the new gig, by the way. I know we've talked a few times, and you're settled in now there at Robinson, but congratulations on the gig.
Appreciate it.
You had a good gig at North Forney. You were there at North Forney as an assistant. You guys had a solid program set up. You were a coordinator. You were big dogging it over there, doing good things. And when the Robinson job, so it was going to take a good. You weren't just going to leave for any opportunity.
No.
What made the Robinson opportunity, and what intrigued you about it, and what made it so special when you got the job?
Man, honestly, was looking for the right situation. One for my family. I got a kid going into high school next year and a kid going into junior high, so it's kind of the right situation for family. And I was also looking for one where, man, supportive admin. You got a one-horse town where you got a lot of spirit there, and
a lot of vertical alignment there in the programs. Yeah,
100%. So, and of course, you want to look at it and see that vision for growth that maybe they have too, and see if it meets yours. And if it does, you might have a good thing going. So I drove into town. There was Rocket Cleaners, Rocket Cafe. All of it are right there together, man.
Reminds you of that small town atmosphere you're probably used to being an East Texas guy back in the day. Kind of reminds you of that small town. Robinson's kind of got that small town feel near a big town there in Waco.
It does.
Definitely does. It's you got the conveniences of being near the big city, but you're still in the small town, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, when you get to Robinson, they've struggled the last few years. They've been a program that in the past has won, and they've had some good teams there, and they haven't had a lot of success recently. So when you took over, what was kind of job one, in your opinion, to kind of try to get things pointed in the right direction? What did you need to get accomplished this offseason?
Man, so I told our admin, all them coming in, I was like, guys, we got to be dealers of hope. For the parents, for the kids, for the community, for everybody, we got to be dealers of hope. We got to let them see that the possibilities there for them to be able to do big things. So, first thing we had to do is get in there and really get those kids believing that they're supposed to win, that they're supposed to be able to do things right, take care of business, and that the outcome was going to be a byproduct of the culture that we created. So
and do you feel like, looking back on it, I'm assuming you're pretty happy with it. I mean, we've talked.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a productive offseason. The kids, how quick was it for them to buy in?
Oh, man. I'll tell you what, because there was a lot of change on a lot of levels for those guys, from scheme all the way back to how we ran off-season, everything else. And, it was different there. They had to talk about it when I came in. I was like, yeah, we're going to throw them all in question mark shirts, and we're going to throw them in a locker room back in the corner called the Proving Ground. And they're not going to get voted out of it, anything let out of it. They're going to fight their way out of it. So the kids kind of started embracing that kind of blue-collar mentality of it, started fighting, started developing a leadership council through those kids that had developed the core values, bought the core values, knew that this was our standard, what we were living by. And, man, as they started going and earning their way out of that, and we started developing that leadership council, we've stared seeing kids take over. And the kids –
that's what you want.
Man,
that's what you want.
They've figured out, coach-led teams can be good, but player-led teams can be great.
There you go. Well, when I know you're excited. When we leave here at coaching school, it's time to get it going. It's time to get to work. So I know you get a chance to see your kids when you can't put the pads on right away, but you'll acclimate into the pads. How excited are you to get the pads on and really see what your kids can do when the bullets start flying?
Oh man, we are fired up as a staff and ready to see it, because we feel like we've seen so much growth through the off season. Just the competitive mentality of our kids. It doesn't matter what we're doing. Like, they're getting excited in the weight room, and they're getting excited on the field. They're competing their tails off. Like, they understand that everything we do we're going to compete in. So to see them be able to kind of take everything we've done and make it come to fruition, we're pretty fired up about. We feel like we've got a few kids too that may not be known much about yet, but I think some names are about to pop for some people.
I like it. Now, we look at your district in 2022. Mm-hmm. We know China Spring moves into Division I, but it's not an easy district. It's going to be tough. A lot of good football played in that district. When the season starts, what's got to go right for the Robinson Rockets if you guys want to turn things around and get into playoff contention in year one?
Well, I think coming in in a new program, things like that. I think everyone knows that a little bit of success early is going to help, but how do you get there, right? So we're going to be pretty young. We're going to have a lot of young kids, and I think that gelling and coming together of those young kids to start with, matched with some of those kids I told you the names may pop in the older group, the leadership that they're providing. I think just coming together early on and figuring out how to fight together, how to work together, how we handle adversity when it hits, just all those different things. we need to have a little bit of success early on. And it doesn't mean we need to go undefeated in non-district. It just means that we need to be able to be competitive and fight and show those kids that we're in this thing.
Get a couple of wins under your belt and that thing takes off, right?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Final question for you before I let you go, Coach. You're still new in town. You're still getting your feet wet, figuring out where everything is. Robinson's not that big. Have you found a good hole in the wall place to grab a bite to eat?
Oh, man. Hey, so I will give a good solid plug to this one. Some good home cooking. We got a place right up in the middle of town called the Rocket Cafe.
The Rocket Cafe. I love the name.
Oh, good home cooking, man.
Okay.
Got some kids that go to school there. Their mom runs it. I mean, it's a good place.
What's your go-to order? What are you going with? When push comes to shove, what are you ordering there?
Man, Matt, you better give me a chicken fried steak and some white cream gravy.
Okay, chicken fried steak. What kind of sides? Do you mashed potatoes, baked potato? What do you go with?
You know, I'll get the mashed potatoes in there to mix it up a little bit with my roll or something.
Okay,
but
okay.
I got to get the corn. I got to get the cream style corn. I mean, not cream style. Sorry, but the sweet corn.
Sweet corn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, I need to get Rocket Cafe. I like it.
Yeah, we'll treat you. Come on out.
I love it. Well, Coach, I appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of coaching school. Appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas. And good luck in 2022.
Appreciate it, Matt.
Thanks, Coach.